matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year.
The pass is intercepted.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. The receiver grabs it.
What a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Third down play for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Simmons. That's caught. It's Odom. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Design quarterback run. As the first down is still going. And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. The Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Grab down the middle. It's Odom. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He makes the grab. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Rebels are going to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that can really lessen the damage on this drive.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Finds an open target on the left side.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're not giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the touchdown taken off the board by the penalty, and they'll back them up. That stings. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Dogs. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Pop over the middle. It's Sampson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Lee. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Using his legs. It's Lacy. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch!
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Simmons. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Keeping it on the ground here. Powering through the defender.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Rebels will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
One gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And it'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They get closer, but now they line up on third and goal from the 1. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Stockton. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle, it's Odom. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Lee. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
He finds some space. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the Rebels will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. He'll take a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick six. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Ole Miss 24, Georgia 14.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain getting closer to midfield.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
He keeps it on the design run. Crosses the 35. He's in the clear. Now the 40. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
That's exactly what the defense needed here to get back into this game, a chance to get the turnover, and instead of getting on top of it, the ball ends up going out of bounds where the offense will retain possession.
So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. Touchdown, Rebels. This offense really clicking. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? Made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Lee. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Headed for the end zone. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
So here we go, third and goal. Can they punch it in from the one? They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on.
Man, that's a great example of the option working so well down inside the 10-yard line. The defense was caught off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
Georgia, 14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Here he goes. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On the ground, it's Lacey. The soccer with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to pass. It's Simmons. Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass ball is incomplete. They tried to squeeze in a deep shot with time running down in the third quarter. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. To throw, it's Stockton. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Automatic in the PAT. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Leaning on the run game here late. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. It's a fumble. Able to recover his own fumble and get first down yardage.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Rebels are going to keep this drive rolling. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To throw, it's Simmons. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Because it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Shotgun formation here on third down. Launching one to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead remains at 11 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He fires downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Caught on the outside. It's Humphreys.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep them short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Caught by the receiver. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Look out, room to run here. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. near midfield at the 48. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. And the Rebels with 1st and 10 here. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking for some space. It's Lacey. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Rebels come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. They're going to run it here. Breaks free. Breaking tackles. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Running play called on 3rd and short. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that's enough for a first down, and that should do it.